Jason Rzucidlo reporting for AmericaJR.com, being joined by Director Chris Farah. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Please start off by telling me a little bit about your background.
I'm born and raised in Ann Arbor, Michigan, and went to the University of Michigan for undergrad and graduate school, and decided to move out to Hollywood to pursue entertainment about 5 years ago or so. But before that, I was a journalist in New York City, and it's been kind of a long journey, but definitely a fun one.
Okay. Now we're here to talk about your recent film, Answer This. What is the story about?
It's about somebody who has a lot of questions in his life. He's a graduate student at the University of Michigan, and he actually is really into the smaller questions. He really loves playing trivia, and it serves as a way for him to kind of avoid the bigger questions in his life. He's really, really, really great at trivia, but really, really bad at figuring out what he wants to do with the rest of his life, what he wants to do with his job, with his relationship with his dad, and in his relationship with his girlfriend. So it's kind of a coming-of-age story that's set in that world, and set specifically in the world of competitive pub trivia, which is this fun kind of game that takes place at bars kind of all over the place. A lot of them have trivia nights once a week where teams get together and just, go to battle over the stupid little ridiculous questions that they can answer. So I thought that served as kind of a cool, fun little metaphor for all the other things that we have to answer in life, and that's what the movie is about.
Okay. Now, why did you choose to shoot it in Ann Arbor, Michigan?
Certainly the film incentives helped, but more than that, for me and my brother, who's the producer of the movie, because Ann Arbor was a place that we grew up in and felt such a strong attachment to, it just really made sense to have that be the setting of our first movie. We just felt such a strong attachment to it that, doing something like our first movie in any other place just wouldn't really make sense. And it was really great and helped me to connect more with the main character of the movie, to have him feel such a strong bond with the city, because one of the main questions he's trying to answer, Paul is his name, is whether or not he should leave town and kind of go out someplace else for the first time.
Oh,
and
okay.
That's an issue that I faced myself, so it all worked out pretty well that way.
All right. I understand it's going to be screened later this week at the Detroit Independent Film Festival.
Yeah, 9:30 on Friday.
That's very exciting. Will you be here in town for the movie?
Unfortunately, I won't, because we had to schedule a shoot here this weekend. My brother and I also work for a website named funnyordie.com, and we've had a shoot this weekend scheduled for the last month, so we weren't able to change that.
Okay. So what's next for the film? Is it going to be a theatrical release or a DVD release?
Both, I think. For Michigan specifically, we're talking to different chains over there to have the experience, and all that's going to be happening in right around September and October of this year.
Oh, okay. Copyright 2011, AmericaJR.com, Detroit, Michigan, USA.